What's good, YouTube? This is your boy Dr. J and the bitches. Welcome to Truth Friday. For those of you who don't know, Truth Friday is pretty much a segment, I guess a vlog or Q&A, where if you hit me up on Twitter and put the hashtag Truth Friday, I'm gonna make that the official thing. Hit me up on Twitter, hashtag Truth Friday. I'll save these questions, and some of you wrote me like the day of or the day right after Truth Friday, so I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to you. I saved these questions so we can have Truth Friday. Now, last week was the first episode, and we only had like 4 questions, so I let you guys know in the video, and like I've just been getting questions left and right, so I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for participating. Obviously, Truth Friday is the shit. I got so many more questions this time. It's amazing. So the first question comes from Adara Mayfield at Dinosaurs. I guess that's their, I don't know. But Adara Mayfield says, Dr. J and the women, have you ever kissed BHD on the lips before? Shit, we're starting off strong. I didn't know we were starting off this strong. No, I have not. BHD and I have agreed to keep our forbidden bromance under wraps and never pursue our forbidden love for one another. So, you know, there's that. That's sarcasm. James Blackwell says, hey, Dr. J and the women, how many subscribers do you think you will have by the end of 2017? That is a good-ass question. I'm not entirely sure. Now, I'm going to set a goal for myself. I like to set my goals really high, so that way, you know, like, once I fucking reach it, obviously, you know, you feel fucking great, and then you know that you're capable of doing more. But I would say maybe, I don't know, like 500K. Let's shoot for 500K. Let's do that. I think we can do it. It's gonna be a lot of hard work, but I think we can fucking do it. You know, I'm definitely gonna have to suck a lot of dicks to get it, but you know, you can't win a race without putting a few band-aids on your nipples. You know what I'm saying? Up Your Arse says, Dr. J and the women. By the way, that's a dope-ass name. I get it. Dr. J and the women, why did you want to join the Marines or whatever Defense Force area you wanted to join up to? That's actually a good question. I wanted to join the Marines because, I don't know, I mean, well, I was in high school. I was actually pretty reckless and shit, so I figured, you know, if I wanted to, you know, serve my country, I wanted to fight. Like, I wanted to be on the fucking front lines, like, kicking doors in, you know, fucking people's shit up. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to be fucking out there doing shit. And I figured, you know, the Marine Corps was the best way to go. Either the Marine Corps or, like, Army Special Ops or Special Forces. So, those were my options. You know, Marine Corps or Spec Ops, Special Forces, some shit like that. And I really was trying to push myself for that. So, yeah, that's the answer to that question. You know, I just really was feeling patriotic. I wanted to fight for my country. And I figured, you know, the best way to do it was to go out there and whoop some ass. Hoorah. Eric Poyton says, Dr. J and the women, how old are you? Blondes or brunettes? Tall or short girls? What are your favorite vids to watch? And do you like anime? Damn, Eric, all these fucking questions. Hogging and shit. Now, you got like 17 questions here and shit. Everybody gets one. I'm fucking with you. I'm just kidding, Eric. Thank you for the questions. These are actually really good. So, I'm going to start with the first question. I am 24 at the time of filming this. I was born September of 1992. So, you know, there you go. You got a little background on me. My birthday is in September. So, I'm 24. I'm going to be 25 this year. Blondes or brunettes? Nigga, brunettes all the way. I'm not really into blondes. So, you know, we got that going for us. Tall or short girls? Short girls all the way. Now, I fuck with some tall chicks though. Some of them that be tall, they be cute. You know what I'm saying? But mostly short girls. What are your favorite vids to watch? To be honest with you, when I'm on YouTube, I watch other YouTubers. I don't even watch my own channel. It's so cringy. You know, I fucking suck at this. Thanks, Eric. You've ruined my life. No, I'm kidding. Mostly just midget porn and, like, you know, cat porn. You know, I love watching cats get it, man. That shit, I don't know why, it just gets to me. You know, it just, oh. Do you like anime? I love anime. I fucking love anime. You know, some of my favorite animes, I guess I'll go ahead and name them off, are like, you know, Hellsing. Hellsing Ultimate or Unlimited, whatever it is. I fuck with Berserk. You know, I'm waiting for this next season to drop. I've been fiending for this shit. Death Note. I mean, I watched a lot of, like, you know, just the average animes that, like, you know, every household, you know, grew up with. Of course, the start off animes for me was like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, fucking Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop, which, I don't know, some people don't consider it an anime, whatever. Samurai Champloo, shit like that. Like, it's so many more that I could name, but all the shit that, like, I mean, the cliche animes that, like, everyone has seen, that's my shit. Rozzy asks, Dr. J and the Women, hashtag Truth Friday. My nigga. I'm so glad you guys put this hashtag Truth Friday in there. What was your worst sexual experience? I mean, shit. I guess we're doing this. It's Truth Friday, so I gotta be honest. I have a couple. I'm not even gonna lie. I have a couple of bad sexual experiences. You know, a couple times I just couldn't get it up. You know, I could not get it up a couple of times. Other times, busted too fast. You know, the average shit. You know, pulled it out, and she was like, "Oh, that's cute, haha." You know, I'm just kidding. No, I would have to say my worst sexual experience would have to be it just wouldn't work, man. I just could not get it up. Like, no matter what, it just wasn't working. You know, I had a lot of shit going on in my defense, but, you know, it ain't gonna change the fact that it happened. You know, every dude has had this happen to him, and every girl has had this happen to her, where she finally gets a dude to her house, and, you know, they getting ready to smash, and he couldn't get it up. So, ladies, I want you to understand, it's not you. For the most part, it's not you. Like, 90% of the time, it is not you. It's legitimately like, I don't know, sometimes it just happens. Like, it just won't work. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not you. But yeah, that's definitely my worst sexual experience. Busted too fast, you know, and just disappointed the fuck out of her. You know, she won't call me back, man. You know, I've been calling. She's not coming back. Prince Kano says, Dr. J and the Women, hey, for next Truth Friday, what's your son's name? Also, I'm showing your clinic. I have the lawyers from the OJ case and R. Kelly case. Hey, my nigga, huh? Shouts out to you, man. I'm glad you got me a lawyer. You know, my son's name, my son's name is Randy as well. I named him after me and my dad. It's a tradition, I guess. I'm not really 100% sure, but I guess it's a tradition that on my dad's side of the family where the men, or I guess in my lineage, it's a tradition that the men will name the first name and obviously the last name, and the mom will pick the middle name. So that's what we did. So, Randy. The hip hop nerd, hey, that's my nigga though. That's my nigga. I see him on Twitter like all the time. That's hip hop nerd. You the real one. Says, Dr. J and the Women, where does the woman part come from in your name, and why do you have to catch herpes? Hashtag Truth Friday. My nigga, see? Hashtag Truth Friday. You gotta put that in there. You know, when I see that, I'll know instantly. Save this question. So the women part, to be honest with you, and I guess, you know, another one of these questions has been answered, or is asking the same question pretty much. You know, I'm gonna just tell y'all the whole story of how I got my nickname, right? Because it all makes sense, right? Do I have a gray hair? Is that gray hair? Oh no, that's just how the light hits it. Well, anyways, so I got my nickname Dr. J and the Women all the way back in like 7th or 8th grade. It was like the last day of school, and we had already got all of our testing done like super fucking early. All the teachers were like, look, we don't give a fuck what you do. You don't even really have to be here. You can't leave the school campus though, but you know, you can go play football, go wherever the fuck you want to go on the school campus. You don't have to stay in these classrooms. So I got a football. I was going to the football field because I wanted to play football with my boys, and they were playing basketball, which basketball is like my weakness. That's where I'm like not black at all, right? I can't shoot I can't shoot free throws. I can't do no layups. I can't hit no dunks on nobody. And I've always wanted to be able to dunk and put my balls on somebody's fucking face to dominate the shit out of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just dunk on the motherfucker and just have my balls all in your face. Yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But I was never good at basketball. So for me, it was always football. Obviously, you see I'm a big dude. I've always been stocky. But so I was heading out to the football field, and my boy, he, you know, tossed me the basketball. He's like, yo, we need a man, you know, get your ass out here. Let's do this. Come on, let's go. And I'm like, nah, bro, you know I can't ball, right? I came out here looking for y'all. I was trying to play some football. And they was like, nah, we already got a game going. We need you in here. We just need a man. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass out here. Come on, baby, let's go. Ball up, nigga. So to be an asshole, I just threw the ball. Just hard as I could, as far as I could. It went all the way to the other side of the court. The other court, because there were two courts right next to each other. Went all the way to the other side and swoosh right into the fucking hoop. No bullshit. I wish I was making this up, right? So they was like, oh, like everybody lost their shit, right? And they was like, yo, you like Kobe Bryant or Shaq or something? And I was like, yeah, but you know, it's got to be something with like a J or Jackson. Is there like any basketball players of J or Jackson? And they was like, well, there's an old school ass basketball player, Dr.J. You know, he's known for, you know, the gooseneck, just real smooth, swack up right in, you know. So I was like, all right, cool, Dr.J it is, right? And they were like, yeah, you like Dr.J. And when I made that hoop, the cheerleaders were over there practicing behind us, and they all was like going crazy and shit and cheering me on because I made that hoop. It was fucking amazing, right? So I was like, yo, I couldn't have done it without the help of these lovely young ladies over here, right? But as I grew up and hit high school, Dr. J and the young ladies or the little girls didn't sound right. So I changed it to Dr. J and the women. And ever since then, literally ever since then, all my friends who've known me since like 8th grade, they remember all of this shit from way back, how it started out as Dr. J and the young ladies, or Dr. J, you know what I'm saying? Because we was young, and I got to high school, Dr. J and the women. Holla at your boy. We all grown now, pretty much. So that's how that goes. Why do you have to catch herpes? I mean, you just do, baby. You just do. You know what I'm saying? Cosmo Gaming says, Dr. J and the women, what would you be doing if you weren't on YouTube, and how did you get your nickname Dr. J and the women? Well, Cosmo Gaming, I just answered the second half to your question. The first half, honestly, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I would probably be in school for mechanics. I would love to do, to be honest with you, YouTube, I mean, I love doing it because you guys are fucking amazing. Like, I've met some of the coolest fucking people through my YouTube channel. Like, I sit there and chop it up with some of y'all like any chance that I get. You know, the homegirl Maddie, the homie Emperor, you know, this nigga cool as fuck, sent me some intros and shit. You know, we sat there and chopped it up. By the way, congrats to you, my nigga Emperor. And yes, that's his real name, by the way. But he got accepted into Indiana University. Everybody in the comment section down below, show him some love, man. Congrats. You know what I'm saying? I told him, you know, when you play football, let me know. I'll be at every one of your games, son. I will be there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've always liked to work with my hands. I've always liked to do like manual labor jobs. So like construction or, you know, fucking working as a mechanic. That's some type of shit that I would like to do if I wasn't doing YouTube. The homie Dante says, Dr. J and the women, you always make jokes about herpes and Truth Friday. You said the herpes goes wherever you go. So do you have herpes? So the next question comes from Michael Robert. It says, Dr. J and the women, would you ever become or consider acting in song, movie, or TV? You know what? I hella would. I think that shit would be dope. I would hella be with it. I would. Boy Cactus says, Dr. J and the women, I think I have Ebola. May I go to your clinic to get herpes? I heard it helps with this kind of issue. Hey, you stay your ass the fuck away from this clinic, alright? We're not an actual medical clinic. We can't help you over here. What we can do is give you herpes, but, you know, you got Ebola and shit, nigga. I don't want you coming over here infecting my peoples. You know what I'm saying? So, hell no. The homie Tom King says, Dr. J and the women, how old were you when you lost your virginity? I was 14/13 on a school trip. I'm 16 now. So, yeah. Tom King, I think I'm gonna do a story time on that, actually. I'm gonna do a story time, I think, on when I lost my V card. But yeah, I was 14. It was my freshman year of high school. Yes, I said 14, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy did get held back 1 year. And no, it wasn't because I was fucking stupid. To be honest with you, half the time I wasn't at school. I just ditched, like, half the time. And the time that I was in there acting an ass. I always aced my tests, though. That's the weird part. Like, I would not be there the whole school year. I'd come in and just be a class clown, and they'd be like, testing. Now what, bitch? And they'd slap the test down on my desk and look at me like, good luck, motherfucker. Huh? Yeah, look who's dumb. Look who's gonna fail, bitch. You don't know shit. And I'd get my test back, and it'd be an A, and I would look at him like, now how you feel? Huh? What's really hood, bitch? Huh? What? What was that? What was that? Was that the sound of shut the fuck up? Is that what that said? Hang on. Oh yeah, that's what that sound like. That sound like shut the fuck up, huh? Yeah, holla at your boy. So the homie Connor Ballard sent me a question. It says, Dr. J and the women, for Truth Friday, Dr. J in the clinic, I kickbox like you. Any advice for beginners? Special tricks you use? Blocking? Connor, my best advice, to be honest with you, and I know it's gonna sound weird and cliche and shit, bruh, just practice all the time. Any downtime that you have, practice. And always remember the basics, because think about it like this. The basics, I've seen people who are black belts taken out by other black belts using basic shit, right? Because it's a reason why they teach you the basics first. Because that is the fundamentals. That's the core of it, right? And no two kickboxers are going to be exactly alike. Everybody's body style is different. But, yo, I would say, you know, practice. Practice makes perfect, man. If you ever have any questions, dude, I mean, I wasn't, like, fantastic at it. I was okay, you know, but I'm not going to say I was, like, super, you know, I was no Bruce Lee or Jet Li or anything, but I could handle myself, right? But, yo, let me know, man. I would love to come see your fights. I will cheer you the fuck on, son. I love the hustle and the fucking struggle of the new fighter. So, yo, let me know. Write me in my DMs, nigga. I will fucking meet up with you. I gotta see these fights, son. I got to. Fuck Shit Records. Hey, shouts out to you, motherfucker. Y'all, Fuck Shit Records. I don't even know who it is, but Fuck Shit Records, I have them, like, personally added on. These motherfuckers is funny. For Truth Friday, have you and BHD ever stopped being cool for a while? No, actually, believe it or not. We've had, like, small differences or minor, you know, differences or whatnot. Of course, because of the pranks. You know, he got injured, I got injured, you know, and for a second, you know, we'd be a little bit pissed at each other. But we never stopped being cool. That was always my nigga. I will tell you this. We used to work together, and the job was, like, closing down. And this was, like, right when I found out that, like, you know, the mother of my child was pregnant. We were going to have a child. So I had to, like, focus on getting a job. So I wasn't able really to keep up with him or, like, you know, keep communicating with him or whatnot. But, you know, like, I'd still hit him up every once in a while, like, hey, bro, what you up to? Oh, man, you know, just doing YouTube. Yo, man, like, I'm gonna roll through. We gonna play some video games one of these days. But, you know, shit like that, that was really it. We never did stop being cool, though. That was always my nigga. We had, like, minor differences, but, you know, like a day or two. That was it. This is the last question. It comes from Michael Robert again. Damn, 2 questions, my nigga. Hey, do you, son. It says, Dr. J and the women... Question, have wanted to kill once. I'm guessing he's asking if I've ever wanted to kill. And, well, shit, I guess you guys are on to me. Now you know I'm actually an international criminal fugitive. I've been running from the law for these past couple of years, and now you're on to me. So, thanks. You know, I was a serial killer, and now you caught me. I'm kidding. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I think I did on accident once. I mean, of course, everybody's got their moment where, like, you know, oh, I could just kill this motherfucker, but you don't really mean it. You know, you probably just want to beat their ass. I got into a fight once when I was in high school with this dude who ended up being like my best friend. Believe it or not, it's fucking crazy. Like, I haven't talked to him in years, but this is still my nigga. Like, I'm pretty sure I can hit him up right now and be like, ah, nigga, what's good? But I got into it with this dude, and I got suspended. He didn't, right? And while I was, you know, suspended, all I had, like, for those 2 weeks, I got suspended for like 2 weeks. It was bad. You know, all I did was just, you know, hit the punching bag and think about how bad I'm gonna fuck him up when I catch him, right? So then some of the homies from school, you know, they was like, hey, you know, have you talked to so-and-so, or have you heard anything about him? And I'm like, nah, you know, and this is the same so-and-so that got me suspended. I'm like, nah, but if I see him, I'm gonna fuck him up, right? Why? And so they were saying, well, you know, apparently he had a gun in his backpack. He came to school looking for you. Apparently y'all beef is that serious. So at that moment, I was like, okay, let me catch this motherfucker. I will fucking end him, right? So for, like, you know, the whole day, right? Because I told the homies, I was like, yo, set this shit up. Like, tell him, meet me at the park, right? And it's 2 parks right next to the school that I went to. So I get to the park that I told them to have him meet me at, and I'm like, yo, where the fuck is he at, right? So I get a call from the other homie who also was cool with him, and he was like, yeah, we at the park, man, where you at? And I'm like, I'm at the park. And he's like, which park? And I told him, and they're like, oh shit, you at the wrong park. So I left to go to the other park, right? I get there, empty. I'm like, oh, so this motherfucker just didn't show. So homie calls me again. He's like, yo, we just got to your park, man. Where you at? And I'm like, I left that park to come to you. You know, stay still. Don't move. I'm going to be right there. Don't fucking move. So I ended up getting to the park. He wasn't there. Nobody was there. They was like, look, the cops came. We had to fucking go. You know, they figured it out, right? So I get to school after my suspension, and every single class that I had on, because we had A day and B day. So A day had all of my odd numbered classes. So I had period 1, 3, 5, and 7. And then on B day, I had period 2, 4, 6, and 8. So it was B day when I came back. And every single fucking class that I had, this motherfucker was right next to me. I shit you not. The desk right next to me, or like 2 desks away. But, you know, if I could have, I probably would have murdered him. I didn't. And we ended up being like the best of fucking friends. The dude crashed in my house a couple times. I crashed at his house. You know what I'm saying? We went partying and drinking and shit every weekend. Nigga, you know, we ended up being cool as shit. And, you know, after that, I was like, yo, man, I think what made it weird, how we bonded even more, was because when we finally became cool, I told him at this party that we was at, I was like, bro, I feel so shitty, man. He was like, wow, what's up? I was like, bro, I was gonna fucking end you, son. Like, I was about to beat your ass to death. And he was like, bruh, me too. I was gonna fucking end you. And we became like even better friends. It was so fucking weird. But yeah, that's how it is. Here in Las Vegas, especially at Cheyenne High School where I went, there was nothing to do but to beat the shit out of each other or fuck someone's bitch. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your boy Dr. J and the Women, here with Truth Friday. I hope you guys learned something about this. I hope you guys learned something about me. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please write it in the comment section down below. If you have any questions for Truth Friday, go on Twitter, man. Hit me up. Put hashtag Truth Friday in there. I promise you I will save every last one of these questions that I find. And we gonna get at it next week, man. This shit was amazing. You guys are fucking awesome, man. Shouts out to all you motherfuckers, man. I love all y'all. But this is the end. This has been your boy Dr. J and the Women, signing out.